So apparently these rant style videos have been going off on YouTube, although a lot of them are like people in their cars crying, being depressed, and I'm not making fun of them. I feel the same way, though I guess this is going to be my way of expressing it. Plus, I got sick of having Among Us representing, my main YouTube channel. Like, what am I, a kid? I'm almost 40 years old. But this is a rant style video, so, nobody has time to hear me rant. So I put down timestamps. If there's any particular topic that you like, I suggest you just jump straight right in there. Because all these topics I'm going to talk about, it matters to me a lot. And this is more of like a video for me, like therapy-wise. Believe it or not, when I take therapy, I always record the sessions. And it's ironic because I've been recording my sessions for years now. And maybe I've listened to one, less than a handful of times of all the sessions I took. And this might be the day where I'm gonna have to rewatch them all. And that's not just therapy. I've taken parenting training courses because I'm a single dad, and I'm dealing with, it's tough to parent a son that's pretty sure he's going through depression. He's showing all the symptoms of depression. And it's funny because I'm depressed too, but apparently I think I'm labeled as a high functioning depression from these articles. But anyways, okay, so shout out to Christian because my YouTube page has not been updated for a year. He saw me 1 year later and he's like, what the fuck, man? This guy here didn't promote his YouTube channel, and then nothing was updated. So this is the update. I'm trying to avoid to say so every time I say it, YouTube should call me out and take a shot for it. But yeah, timestamps. SEO will timestamp it. Yeah. Like being a single dad stuff, it's I think I'm struggling very, very, very so after a really bad blowout from my end. Like, I said some things I shouldn't have said, and we haven't seen each other for 48 hours. We live in the same house, but we can't see eye to eye, so I'm learning how to do forgiveness, because I guess I can hold a little bit of a grudge when I'm really upset at somebody, because all my life I'm known as the nice guy, and as most nice guys are, they are a walking doormat sometimes. And this just not translates just from parenting, but also relationships, friends, business, especially when you run your own business like I do. But I'm also an employee, so I'm living this dual lifestyle. But yeah, I'm learning how to forgive, and it's tough. It might be easy for you, but me and my son are the kind of father and son that barely hugs each other, and when we hug each other, it's super awkward. Kind of like when you're hugging that hot girl and you're kind of nervous, awkward, but worse. No, that's a shot. Also, something that's been bugging me is my ability to compound mistakes. Keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And every time I make these mistakes, I beat myself up pretty badly for it, because it's hey, you should know better. Why are you making these mistakes? it's almost like, stubbornness has something to do with it. And I'm trying to figure out why, even though I should know better. So and the worst part is it just doesn't affect me now. It affects my relationships. It affects money loss, and friends and family are angry at me, and I got to a point where I lost connections with some friends. And apparently it all revolves around with girls, or my obsession of wanting to be loved by a woman. So that's another topic for another day. That's 2 shots. So instead, I have taken that obsession to learn more about AI. And I'm sure everybody's sick of hearing this topic, because it's either you're in the robot camp or you're not. And, I really think we might have a society today where the dumb is as good as the smart, or at least bridge the gap a little bit here with all with all its technical, capabilities and downfalls too. Like, there's some really bad things going on in the AI space as well. And I guess for me, just to navigate through this space, and as a business owner, it's the best. If you're an employee, your number one goal is just to use AI to get promoted. I mean, there's really no ifs and buts around it, right? Don't get caught plagiarizing, right? Like, you shouldn't plagiarize, because that's garbage in, garbage out, apparently. So if you're a business owner, you got to increase efficiencies. And if you're an employee, you got to use it to get promoted, or work less, get paid the same, whatever floats your boat. So, and if you choose to ignore it because you'd rather be all in a human, you're missing out. You're missing out quite a bit. It's gotten to the point where you're gonna have a hard time defining of what's human, what's not, and what's real, what's not. Especially with deep fakes and videos. It's too easy to impersonate anybody, especially if there's anybody can take my voice and my body and pretend it's me, right? So watch out. And it all comes down to greed, right? Greed has always been a big part of my life. Got it from my parents, I think, or maybe it's just human nature, not sure. But a lot of my decisions are influenced by greed, because I run an e-commerce business, and I guess an influencer or guru wanted to and he's legitimate. I think I checked him out. He has some impressive scores, impressive software, impressive businesses. And he wanted to mentorship me to grow my business and take a cut. And I thought to myself, no. It's like, it's my money. It's like, what can you possibly teach me that I don't already know? I'm just fucking lazy, man. I got so much shit in the back burner here that it's, especially with my depression and my ADHD, I'm all over the place. So for you to not tell me what I already know, because believe it or not, the internet is a free place. Anything, you can learn how to do anything these days. It's crazy. Like, if you can just ignore all the garbage and learn how to filter, basically. And you know what? I think that's my calling in YouTube. I'm going to learn how to filter all the garbage and just show you the good shit, right? I don't even have to make many videos of myself. I can just, like I said, check out my YouTube playlist. I think I save some of the best content of YouTube there, because I personally believe I'm a great judge of filtering character. That's why I was a DJ, right? You know how to pick the best songs. So, yeah, don't say that word. Last but not least, I said it. Brutal. I have been training martial arts. It's been a while since I've been training martial arts. I used to train in my young 20s, now in my late 30s, almost 40. Martial arts. It's very difficult not to say that word. Martial arts. The teachings of Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee. Well, I have a sensei that heavily invests in this art, but he modified it with all the kung fu and everything he learned in his life to be more of like a street style of art. And it really taught me that, one, if I don't keep up with my training, I puke my guts out. And two, I'm getting old. I'm even my sensei, he used to teach in a way where it's like you're brutally, physically destroyed for a lack, so that you can toughen up. But these days, because of our softer society, you have to cut back a bit. And of course, he's old. He's getting older too. You know, we're both getting old. So, you know, you don't want to be in a position where you can't enjoy your golden years. At the same time, it allowed me to really focus on taking care of physically better of myself. Because one day I'm going to have to fight 10 versus 1, so I'm going to have to learn how to... it's, for me, it's more of another training, physical health session, but it's been a while since I've trained, and I guess if anybody that knows me personally says I can fight, they'll probably laugh. And I'm that kind of guy that likes to be the element of surprise, so watch out. And because of martial arts, I've been going to community center, and I love it. They have gym, they have classes, people, and the sauna is the best part. I have this routine where I go in my gym, bust out some exercises, get it logged, and then I go for a swim, get it logged. Even though I'm learning how to swim without, like, I look at swimmers every day, and you know, there's the slow lane, the medium lane, the fast lane, and I'm struggling in the slow lane. Well, people are like catching up to me like a shark, like, you know. So it's very interesting to learn the dynamics of swimming, like, because apparently if you swim where you're engulfed underwater all the time and go up for a breath and then go under, you can swim forever. But unfortunately, the way I swim, it's like my head's always above water, and apparently it's really fast to save a person, but you'll gas out real quick, and that's exactly what I meant. You know, you gas out and you're lucky to go to the side, not drown. And then it just kind of taught me that observation is very important in learning. So and you know, somebody might be nice enough if I compliment them, hey, you swim really fast, and hopefully they'll teach me a thing or two. But the sauna part it's great. I also want to open a drop shipping store on a sauna business, but yeah, it's just better to go to the community center. The dry sauna is the best. There's lots of health benefits about it. Read up on it. Maybe I'll make a sauna playlist. And yeah, that's my rant. Just to replace the Among Us VR video, and I think I owe YouTube like 5-6 shots, so I'll just make a separate video. Gotta buy some booze first.